Okay, so I just took off the JLT 3.0 oil collecting can, and if you see in there, it's got a little bit of oil. It's been collecting. Had it on for 2 days. Probably drove about 200 to 300 miles. So if you see, it is working. Can't say it's anything, you know, horsepower or anything, but it seems to be working, seems to be catching. Now the oil collectors, so that you don't get all this gunk and grime inside your engine. This is a 2011 Ford Mustang. It's a V6. This is probably going to be one of the first videos I do about this car. I'm starting to upgrade it, and then I'll show you the upgrades I've done in the past. If you see there, I have the tower strut bar. It's chrome. I know it's a little dusty and dirty. I gotta clean this thing up a little bit. It did come with an optional plate up here. You can either do blank, or if you had a GT, you can put a GT symbol up there. Of course, it's not a GT, so I left it blank. But this video is mostly about the oil collector canister right here. It's a pretty simple plug and play thing. All you do is clip these little clips right there. It takes the place of your stock PCV line. I got this off of American Muscle. I'll put the link below. You know, right now I think they have a sale. That's why I bought it. But probably by the time I upload this video, the Black Friday sale and the Cyber Monday sale will be gone. But I mean, it's still a pretty good deal what they got. Not trying to you know, to sell you stuff from American Muscle, but they do have decently good prices. I'm sure you can find this on eBay or Amazon. Maybe cheaper, maybe not. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think. This will probably be my first video that I've used to start my page. There'll be more to come, and I'll be sure to make a video letting you know what this channel will be about. I still haven't quite decided. I know I'm gonna do car stuff because I'm a car guy. There's gonna be a lot of changes to this Mustang that I have right now. It's basically stock. You know, it's the blue right here. I did HDI headlights. I'm sorry, HID headlights. I used a harness here. I'll go over the process later. They're not aftermarket. I used OEM parts. You know, I'll explain that later. I do have this, if you look here, this guardrail, cattle pusher, whatever you want to call it. I'll go over that too. Some people like it, some people hate it. You know, but it was a fun thing. I did it because I actually hit a possum and I cracked my bumper, so I, you know, figured why not. You know, it's pretty bone stock right now. It has a couple upgrades, nothing too fancy. And I apologize for the noise. I actually live basically off the side of a highway. But so far as it goes for the JLT 3.0 oil collection canister, I'd say it's a great buy. It seems to be working. I'm hoping, you know, to protect the life of the engine a little bit more. Maybe get a little bit more performance since this oil gunk won't be in there. But that's it. That's it for this video. The oil canister, I would say, is a great buy. If you can get one, even if it is a universal, I would say buy it, put it on, you know, no matter what you got. Probably this was about $125.10 off of American Muscle. But I'm sure you can find other ones cheaper, maybe a little more expensive, a little bigger. I believe this is about 3 ounces. If I'm right, I'll have to double check that, and I'll go over the process real quick of how it goes. Now I don't have the stock PCV line anymore, which would go right here in these two little knobs right here. So what you want to do is, I'm sorry guys, but I'm gonna have to do this with one hand. When you get the package, it already comes assembled. You don't have to screw it on. However, I think they oil it. I'm sorry guys, let me see how I can put this phone. Let's try up here. And again, in my first video, I'm using an iPhone. I haven't got like a GoPro camera or anything. But if you see right here, the canister screws on pretty well. I did tighten it a little more than what it came. You know, I did hand tight because I felt that the way it came was a little too loose for me. Again, I don't know if that really matters. It has a gasket, if you see right here. I'll show you again. It has this little round gasket, so it's not gonna leak. It seems to be pretty good quality. I went with the black. They have chrome, satin. I went with the black because, as you see here, the chrome bar I bought probably a year or two ago, it's actually starting to you know, get these little rust spots. It's getting dirty. I do take it out and clean it every once in a while. Maybe not as much as I should, but I just feel like the black, it's not going to need as much attention. So now that we have this screwed on tight, all we do is simply click it into place. So right here, these little flanges, just got to make sure they click in there. To remove it, you're going to take this little flange, pull it back slightly, and just pull up. Pretty simple, plug and play. Same thing goes with this one. Right there, it's clicked into place. I don't know if you guys heard that on here. And it sits right there. It's you know, not taking up too much space. Not quite obvious if you look at it. I mean, you can tell it's brand new just because everything else is dirty. What else to tell you guys? It says to clean it every 10,000 miles. All you do is use some kind of degreaser, clean it out, rinse it out, and keep everything, you know, nice and clean. And that should be it, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, I'm sorry about the poor videomanship. This is my first video. I hope you guys, you know, stay tuned and see what else to do. I am thinking about getting one of these, or maybe making one of these for my 96 F-150. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, but it's an idea I've been toying around with. You know, just to clean up the engine a little bit. I actually rebuilt that truck, so I'll have to tinker around with that a bit. But this was the JLT 3.0 oil collection canister. Let me know what you guys think. Would you guys go with the chrome, the satin, or the black? If you guys have it, tell me if you like it. Tell me any problems you've had with it. Or tell me if you guys, even if you don't have this model, tell me if you guys have one. If you made it, like, you know, from one of those universal ones or something. And yeah, well, this is it, guys. I'll see you next time. Hey guys, I forgot to mention that when you get this in the box, the tubes, everything's already assembled. So I guess they try to figure out where it's going to go in your vehicle. But this line right here, this longer one, I actually had to take a couple minutes and bend it into shape, so I wouldn't put so much stress on here, on this little knob right here. But other than that, it's a pretty simple installation. I would say, not including the tube bending, probably about like 3 or 4 seconds. Tube bending, probably about a good 5 minutes or so. I mean, it was cold. I'm sure if it was warmer, I probably could have been been a little quicker. I thought about doing it with heat, you know, like a torch or something, but I wasn't really sure how this tube would react to that. But again, let me know your comments below. Thanks.